If you're a digital artist going for that clean anime or cel-shaded look, or a traditional inker trying to add more life to your lines, then you've come to the right place. In today's episode, I'm giving you my top 3 line art tips. 3 simple rules that shape emotion, rhythm, and clarity, and with the right brush settings, can actually strengthen the energy of your sketch. Short, simple game changers. My name's Kiana, aka Crystal K, and this is Heart in the Art, where we break down art fundamentals while I build my latest painting, The Cage. Line art is actually my favorite part of the process, and hopefully after today, maybe you'll hate it a little bit less. Okay, line time. Section 1. Before anything else, lock this in. Line art is not fast. Line art is patience. This is raw, uncut footage. You see how slow I'm going? Line art takes me the longest because this is where decisions get finalized. When sketching, we draw big, loose, fast. Shoulder movement, energy first. But for line art, slow down, bro. You're not scribbling anymore. You're carving details. Be surgical here. Every stroke matters. You can still use your shoulder for longer curves, but this is the stage where small wrist movement becomes your friend. Take your time, breathe, and place each mark with intention. If your line art feels stiff, it's usually not a skill issue, it's a rushing issue. Section 2. This is the heart of the episode. Ha! If you only remember one thing from today, remember this. Line weight is not decoration. Line weight can be used to carry emotion. Welcome back to letters. C curves, calm, flowing like before. S curves, dynamic, emotional. And now introducing N curves and or angles, tension and rigidity. I use these a lot for hair, clothing, or skin folds. Your line weight should follow these curves. Thin to thick to thin changes create rhythm. They keep the eye going. And when lines change direction, thicken the corners. That extra weight anchors the form and makes the shape feel intentional. Mix and match curves and straights for even more visual intrigue. One of my biggest inspirations growing up and favorite artists to this day was Grip Wolf. They were my main motivation to improve my line art, and I still find their speed paints mesmerizing. This one's huge, especially for manga and anime style art. Outer contour equals thicker, inner details equals thinner. And the inside is actually more important than the outside. The outline is just the frame. The inside is where form lives. And you know I gotta throw a shout out to my favorite guy, Raul MC, who used pencil and inks here. They do something I love and have been trying to implement as of late, which is add texture throughout for even more inside detail. Thick outer lines help the character pop off the background. Thin interior lines describe structure without overwhelming the eye. This is something many My Hero Academia manga panels do beautifully. Thick textured lines for action and intricate hatching only strengthen the movement. Overhauls, not okay. Now, this is my favorite trick. Before you even add shading, your line art can pre-shadow forms. Thicken lines where shadows will fall. Fill corners with black for depth. Maybe add a hint of texture here and there. And bucket fill some heavy blacks to emphasize depth. This adds contrast, drama, and shadow without a single gradient. This is especially powerful for anime style and manga style rendering. Now, all the tips in the world won't matter if you're using the wrong tools. So finally, let's talk brush settings. Digital art specifically. I personally use Paint Tool Sai. It's a quote-unquote outdated software, but it's the same exact software that it was 10 years ago, and that's why I like it. Because it hasn't changed since I started using it in high school. Regardless of whether you use Photoshop, Krita, Procreate, or Clip Studio Paint, I'm going to share my general tool settings, and you can adjust them as needed to match whatever software you prefer. Okay? Okay. When you're sketching, you want a lower opacity brush that allows buildup, soft and slightly textured. Tilt sensitivity is a bonus. Great for searching lines, but terrible for line art. For line art, circle brush. Nothing fancy. Solid color only. No opacity buildup. And pressure sensitivity on. And most drawing software accommodates this. Smoothing and stabilization. Your brush should not fight you. It should give you clean curves and taper thick to thin well. I'll drop my side brush settings in the description if you want to try them. I'm gonna be honest, size stabilizer is the only reason I enjoy line art at all. It's fast and nearly lagless regardless of brush size, which is a tough feat for most software. And it's cheap! That's why I got it in high school. It is unfortunately a PC-only software, though with Parallels you can download it on a Mac. And there are some installation and translation hiccups since it's a Japanese software, but don't knock it just because it's old. So, here's that checklist again. Slow down, use line weight to carry the contour, and set up your tools so they help, not hinder. Line art is not just a frame for the color. It should be strong enough to stand on its own and serve as a complement to add to it. Black and white is the deadliest combo you can get for contrast. Use it. If your sketches feel more alive than your finished drawings, this is the step to master. Now, your reward for sitting through all these tutorials so far? This Wednesday, you'll be able to download this exact line art for free as part of my quarterly contest announcement. Study it, change it, or color it in if you like. Anyone can participate. No pressure. Just draw. But your art might get featured in the upcoming speed paint. More details coming soon. Hit like, comment on what your favorite software or tools you use, and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Because next time, color. The final step on this journey. It's gonna be good. CK out. Peace.